Hey everybody, Will Fix here. Billions of XRP burned. Wow. Billions of them burned. All right, we're going to talk about that. This is something I haven't heard other people cover. I always try to avoid saying that because I can sound like somebody else, that says that a lot. You don't find that kind of content anywhere else. All these other people, nobody else covers this. You only get that here. I love the guy. You know who I'm talking about. If you know who I'm talking about, put it in the comments. All right, but we're going to talk about billions of XRP burned, and I'm going to lead up to it. So you're going to have to hang in here. I mean, that's the hook. You're just going to have to hang in here for it because I got to build the story. So, and the scenario so that you understand how billions of XRP are going to be burned. Billions of them. And it's going to be a huge event. So it has a little bit of speculation, but what is not speculation is the idea that the XRP will have the exact same effect as completely gone. So we're going to talk about that coming up here real soon. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the background. It may seem strange to start off this way, but first I'm going to build the background here. Okay, so Bitcoin ETFs now hold nearly 4% of all Bitcoin, and they're not slowing down. So when you get in here, you see there's exactly 19.64 million Bitcoin, or $1.21 trillion of Bitcoin value. Supposedly what they say in circulation, but some of it's it's not being used for anything, so really it's just sitting there. But that's how many are produced, and there'll be eventually a limit of 21 million. Okay, well, let's move a little closer. So this is an interesting little deal. If you play this little deal, it shows you from January the 11th 2024 to February 28th how much money was going in with all these different ones. This is particularly BlackRock, but you can see here it's coming up, it's showing grayscale, and some of these other figures too. And we know BlackRock owns, is it a little over 300,000 Bitcoin today. So I'm going to look at, I'm going to use some AI to figure out and we'll read from, I'll use Grok on x.com. I want to show you this. This is getting the background done, how there's going to be billions of XRP burned. This is so cool. I want to show you this. So let's take a look at Grok. So you can see here I've asked Grok, provide an estimation of how many Bitcoin are in all ETFs combined. What is the dollar value today? And then Grok answers, based on the provided information, the total number of Bitcoin in all ETFs combined is approximately 882,457. Let's round that up to 458 Bitcoin. The dollar value of these holdings is around 882,497,957.30. So, how is this any form of a background for what I'm about to say? Well, let's look a little further. Now, you and I know the fundamental difference between Bitcoin and XRP. Yesterday's video, I did a comparison between the two. But fundamentally, you understand that Bitcoin's a store of value and XRP is used for payments. So what does the why am I talking about Bitcoin ETF? And in relationship to XRP effectively burning billions of XRP, which would excite everybody, wouldn't that be a price driver? Wouldn't that drive the price up? Okay, so let's read what Grok says here, because it kind of lays it out in a fashion that I like. And so instead of me rambling, I thought I would just read this. So I hope that doesn't bore you. But But listen to this closely, and then I'm going to show you the relationship and how XRP is going to effectively burn millions of XRP, which is going to be a major bullish transaction for the price of XRP. Okay, Bitcoin was created as a decentralized digital currency primarily used for online transactions and as a store of value. Its popularity and value are driven by its limited supply, 21 million. So we understand that, right? Let's skip down here. On the other hand, XRP was created by Ripple Labs to facilitate fast and low-cost international payments. It's designed to enable banks and financial institutions to transfer money across borders quickly and efficiently. XRP's value is more closely tied to its utility in facilitating cross-border transactions and its adoption by financial institutions. As a result, its price is generally less volatile than Bitcoin's and has not experienced the same extreme highs and lows. Now look at this. In summary, this is building the premise of what I'm trying to say in this particular video. In summary, Bitcoin is primarily used as a digital currency and a store of value, while XRP is used for facilitating international payments. Their price dynamics reflect their different use cases, with Bitcoin's price being more speculative and driven by market sentiment, while XRP's price is more closely tied to utility and adoption by financial institutions. This is something I was trying to say in a couple videos, that it doesn't work the same way as other coins. It doesn't function in any way like any other coin. XRP, the way the price is adjusted, is not just a straight shot of a dollar is a dollar in market cap, and that the price then reflects how much money is taken in. So I'm not going to repeat that to nauseum. So what are you saying? What in the world are you saying? Well, we'll put a pencil to it. And this pencil part has some speculation in it, but it also has some actual hardcore facts you cannot deny and is impossible to refute. And so to all the doubters out there that XRP can shoot to tremendous prices, you're wrong. Okay, that's all there is to it. I hate to be like that. I hate to just say, hey, you're wrong. And then, pipe dream, what about $1? We need to talk about $2 first and all that stuff. I get it. I understand. That's all good. But let's reiterate this. Let's look at this whole bullish idea of how this many XRP are going to get burned. So here's what we've been waiting for. All right, here's the crux of the matter. Okay, I'm going to put the calculator to it, but I recognize, some of y'all probably recognized it too. Grok made a mistake and it gave the exact amount of Bitcoin and then said that was the exact amount of dollars, and we know those aren't the same. So I'd ask it to correct that and look at it again, and then here's the numbers we came up with. Based on information provided, look down here. The total number of Bitcoin in all ETFs combined is approximately 864,638 BTC. The dollar value of these holdings is around, what is that? 26,939,140,000. So that's a pretty good sized number. So we're going to look at that number and do some math, and then I'll have an answer for you here in just a second on what I'm talking about. So here we have that number in a calculator. Now this is supposing all of the money of Bitcoin. So I understand the speculation here, but we got to start somewhere. So let's suppose for a moment all of the money of Bitcoin, the same amount of money, goes in to an XRP ETF. That means it would buy double this amount. So this would be, because that's per dollar, so that would buy 2 XRP each, right? So times 2 is, wow, look at that, 53,876,280,000. So what does that mean? Well, let's look at this. here we are on Coin Market Cap, and you guys know where I'm going, but follow with me here. Hang in here with me. Let's look at this. This is for a lot of the naysayers that talk about, you can't drive the price up. And if you want to know why an ETF will be really exciting for XRP, here's some of it. Okay, so circulating supply is 55 billion. Well, everybody's like, well, that's so many. How will it get so big? Well, if all of the money, if Bitcoin, the store of value, ends up failing because it's got a lot of attributes that are horrible. First of all, there's no use case. It's really slow. Its carbon footprint, if that matters to you, it doesn't to me. But if that matters to you, it's the worst one available. And if the attention shifts to utility coins because of tons of millionaires being made, that's how Bitcoin ended up getting a lot of eyes on it. That's why it has a lot of hope in people's heart, that store of value. But honestly, it does nothing. When people figure that out and they see all these utility coins jumping and surging in price, I believe the handwriting's on the wall. I believe we'll eventually see a Bitcoin that's down around $50, $60. And it's just going to peter out from there. Will it ever go to zero? No, because there's plenty of lost Bitcoin. But, people can't get in the old wallets, so there's no way it's going to go to zero, I don't think. But I believe it's not going to hold what it has when the shift of attention goes to utility coins, because that's going to be a massive amount of money shift. So when that happens, where's that money going to go? It's probably going to go all over. But just for speculation purposes, here we have 55 billion coin. Well, the total supply is 100 billion. Well, let's go back to this figure real fast. If that money went in Bitcoin, we just froze 53 billion of those coins. Why are they froze? Why is it like they're burned? They're tied up in the ETF. They can't be used in cross-border payments. Those can't be used. They're being traded. They have to be held for the value of an ETF. That's what makes an ETF different than, what's the other one? It's a ET, electronic trading fund, and then there's, it's slipping my mind right now, and I'm not going to edit this and try to figure it out. But there's another type of fund that just relates to the underlying asset, and they don't have to own it. But an ETF, they have to own it. So they have to have the actual coin in it. So when an ETF is created for XRP, it's just like you burn coin. Well, what do you mean it's just like you burn coin? Well, what I just said. They're not out in the wild, let's call it, for use. They're not in the automated market maker where people can rent them to transfer money. Whatever is in the ETF won't be in somebody's wallet that will be bought and sold. It'll be being bought and sold, but the inflow and outflow as the fluctuation of the price goes is really just profit margins. But those coins are tied up. They're gone. They're essentially burned. So when we look at, I have a couple other things for another video that's going to be exciting. I'm hoping to be able to interview someone very special and get them some and present them with some questions on tokenizing assets and how that affects the underlying coin. But anyway, that's for another day. So there you have it. This is just like billions of XRP will be burned. So take your portion. Whatever your portion is. Wouldn't it be fun if there was, half of these burned? If an ETF shows up, will all of that money? It doesn't have to be this money either, does it? It can be brand new money, can't it? Brand new money is going to go into the ETF. Those will still be removed from the circulating supply. The circulating supply is what's available to drive the price of the ETF. The ETF will be able to, in buying, sell, adjust some price through buying, sell. But these over here, if there's only so much left in the pool, those are what's necessary to move the amount of money that XRP is going to move. So when you reduce that supply, it increases the size that it needs to be in order to transfer the proper amount of money. So that increases the price over here, even though they're not being used. And it increases the ones in your wallet, even though they're not being used. It increases all of the price of XRP. So getting an ETF effectively will burn billions of XRP. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's the end of this video. Hey, please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed it today. I'll see you next video.